Zeg Baby Qees of Didi iets? Je kunt ze nu winnen bij Gadgetkids Diginerds. Wat moet je ervoor doen om deze slikke gadgets te winnen? Maak een retegaaf YouTube filmpje en plaats dat online en e-mail ons de URL.
Hoi, ik ben Jeroen Kromme van Outland Records en bij deze stel ik 2 Baby Qees ter beschikking voor de Gadgetkids Diginerds.
In 1911, the Manchurians ruled over China under the name of the Qing dynasty. This was only the second time that the Chinese people were under a foreign rule since the inception of the first Chinese dynasty in 2000 BC. During the Manchurian rule, the Chinese people were quite discontent with being ruled by foreigners and with being treated like second-class citizens in their own country. Uprising by the Chinese people occurred quite often, and the Manchurian rulers soon banned all forms of martial arts from being practiced by the Chinese people. During the Qing dynasty, one single house was regarded throughout China as having perfected the art of sword crafting, the House of Liu. The house's own sword fighting styles and skills were unrivaled as well. It was because of these talents and strengths that the Manchurians felt uneased with the House of Liu. Late one night, a large Manchurian army was sent to ambush the House of Liu while the inhabitants were asleep. The soldiers were able to kill everyone in the house due to their element of surprise and their vast numbers. They even burned the house down to the ground as they left. The Manchurians believed that their fear was finally over, but in reality it has just begun. What the Manchurians didn't know was that there were 2 competitive best friends absent from the House of Liu on night of the ambush. A little girl nicknamed Mai and a little boy nicknamed Didi had actually sneaked out of the house earlier that night to play. When Mai and Didi returned from the House of Liu, they were filled with disbelief in what they saw. They knew instantly that the Manchurians were behind the ambush and they must avenge the death of their friends and families. The best friends promised in a joint declaration to protect each other and to destroy their enemies in the name of the House of Liu. Protect and destroy soon became their motto of choice.